Continuing on the custom card review streak, we're going to be talking about a 4 a.m. idea I got for a Dokkan Fest exclusive LR Super Baby 2, and it's coming in from Gaming Shrimp. So before I go ahead and get over to Gaming Shrimp's cards, send me custom cards with the VHF custom cards at gmail.com so I get to your custom card near future. I'm getting all these older custom cards out the way. You know, sooner or later, I'm gonna have to stop saying in the near future because this email was sent on June 29th of this year. So we're not too far off from catching up, guys. We're getting pretty close indeed. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump straight into this card. It's coming from Game & Shrimp, and it's a Dokkan Fest exclusive LR Super Baby 2. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. GT bosses and GT heroes needs help, like bad. We need like a major celebration. Now, am I going to be honest and say that Broly and of course, the standby SSJ Goku didn't deserve a Worldwide Down celebration? I'm not going to say they didn't deserve it. Absolutely they did. Broly deserved a Carnival LR for sure, even though personally I feel like Broly should have been the Dokkan Fest LR, but hey, to each his own. Broly definitely deserved his LR that he got, and I would definitely say that the SSJ Goku standby that gut punches Broly and makes him explode, he deserved it too. Willingly enough. But GT Heroes needs so much help, it's not even funny. Who's like, I don't want to go off on a tangent and start talking about GT Heroes. And there's like, we also have GT bosses, bro. GT Heroes and GT bosses, we just need one good celebration. We need one good GT Hero / GT bosses celebration to get the ball rolling again for both those categories. Because GT bosses is ass. I mean, you guys know that already. And of course, we're talking about Dokkan Fest LR Super Baby 2. It's coming in from our guy Game & Shrimp. Bro, GT bosses, GT needs help. So, with that being said, Revenge coming to fruition. Oh my god, I've been bad at pronouncing words lately. I'm sorry, guys. Super Baby 2. This is like a little Super Dragon Ball, like Heroes. Like, it's a little Heroes card. It's not a Heroes card, is it? I don't exactly know. No, it says DBZ Kai. I'm tripping. Anyway, so LR art will be this card, but animated. So he's dropping the balls, pause, and summoning Ultimate Shenron. Okay. These are his max level 0% stats. So wow, his attack would be very high. No, what's his typing? His typing would be physical, because it says Fizz. I guess it would be physical. Okay. All right, so his leader skill is GT bosses, corroded body and mind, or inhuman deeds 3 key and 177% across the board, so similar to Go Frieza, except it's for 3 specific categories. And extreme STR, class allies 3 key and 144% the stats. So he's STR. I just say Fizz. It says Fizz right there. Okay, so he's STR then? Okay, alright. And he gives additional 1 key and 44% the stats to extreme class, transformation boost, final trump card, or power of wishes category allies, or plus an additional HP, attack, and defense, of course, plus 22% to super class transformation boost, final trump card, or power of wishes category allies. Of course, Dev, go ahead and get this 200% leader skill put on the screen for us. So this is what the Super Baby 2's leader skill for his 200 and what? I think it says 221% leader skill, because if you are, of course, an extreme class transformation boost / final trump card / power wishes character, of course coming from his GT bosses, corroded body and mind, and inhuman deeds leader skill, you will be getting, what's that, 4 key and 221% across the board. And if you are a, what's that, if you are a part of the, for whatever reason, because of course you're not going to be super class GT bosses. I think the only super class GT boss would be, I don't know, the Physical Nova Shenron, I think. Even then, is he extreme class? I don't quite remember. So if you're on the 22% across the board, it's not really a 200% the stats, but yeah, if you're on GT bosses, corroded body and mind, inhuman deeds for the 3 key 170% across the board, 177% across the board, and you're on the super class part of it, that's a what's that? That's a 3 key and double 199% leader skill. Okay. And if you are a extreme STR, if you're extreme STR ally getting that 3 key and 144% across the board, you'll be getting what's that? 188% the stats. So for the first part of his 221% leader skill, for the extreme class transformation boost final trump card power wishes characters, you're getting 221% the stats. If you're super class, you're getting 199% the stats. And if you're on the extreme STR part of his leader skill, it's 188% the stats. But anyways, back on over to the 200% leader skill. I did not break that down as great as I thought I did, but I hope you guys understood. Anyways, I don't know. It's like Broly. Is Broly like far and away the best character on this 200% leader skill? It's like LR Fortnite. Hell no. Omega? Does Omega give him competition? No. No. Not even in a million years. Well, no. I'm not even gonna. We're not even gonna entertain that. Yeah, Physical Goku Black. This 200 and what's that? 221% leader skill is terrible. Terrible. There's only a few good options. It's like Omega with a full GT Bosses team, but this guy's not GT Bosses though. And you definitely want this guy on the team, right? Because he's a dynamo. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, okay, so Game of Shrimp says, I'm thinking the first video with a smoothish transition into 425 to 430. In the second video for the 12 key super attack animation. Is there a link showing? Yeah, there is a link for Xenoverse. Let's go ahead and just pull that up. Yeah, why not? Oh, wait. I gotta mute it though. I don't want it to blow you guys' eardrums out. Where is it at? First 12 key. Okay, let's just read out the super attack effect anyways. So his 12 key super, it's a key blast super attack, and it's the Big Bang attack. Attacks guaranteed to connect for one turn, effective against all types, meg colossal damage to all enemies. So it's a 12 key doing meg colossal damage to all enemies. Okay, we see where this is all going. Great lowering attack and defense, and raises extreme class allies attack and defense by 44%, and raises critical chance and dodge chance by 4% for 4 turns. So is this stacking? It just might be stacking. We're gonna read the little the key at the bottom to clarify everything inside this cards kit when we get to the end of the video. So what's that? So that would be his 12 key animation. So 425 to 430. Let's go ahead and scroll. 425 to 430. There it is. So this will be his 12 key. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Into 425 in the second video for the... Wait. No? Yeah. With a smooth transition into 4... Yeah. Yeah, this is 12 key animation. Alright, let's see what this is. So that'd be it? Didn't really look like... That didn't really look like a Big Bang attack, though. Okay, let's continue on. But anyways, I mean, he does have a pretty loaded super attack effect versus 12 keys. Attacks guaranteed to hit. Effective against all types. It's AoE doing mega colossal damage, greatly lowering attack and defense as well, but lowering defense is worthless. He's also supporting and building up dodge and crit chance for 4 turns. Anyways, so 453 to 535 with access cutout into 1127 and 1135 for SA animations for his 18 key. Okay, unless that goes with nah. This is first 12 key. Okay. Alright, let's see what his 18 key is doing. So his 18 key, combo slash other, revenge, final flash. He does mega colossal damage to enemy, and he master raises attack for 4 turns, so 100% attack for 4 turns. And he raises defense by 33%, so maybe he's stacking. I guess he's stacking. We're gonna get to that at the end of the document. And he also disables the attack enemy's action once for 1 turn, while also giving extreme class allies crit chance and dodge chance for 6 turns. Okay. Wow. So he has strong support in both of his super attack effects. Alright, so I'm assuming he's stacking. Just going to go off of assumption he's stacking while also doing massive globs of damage and disabling enemy action. I mean, he has multiple... No, he doesn't have multiple debuffs. He just has one debuff, that being attack debuff. And also disabling enemy action. Yeah, while being able to support from both his 12 and 18 key super attack effects. Yeah. Let's go see what this is. Why not? Okay, so if you guys see this inside the video, I don't know if this is gonna get Toei Ninja striked, but hey, if for whatever reason you see this in the video, W, but if you don't, you probably won't even be able to hear me saying this, but yeah. Okay, so 453 to 535, I am not going to be able to show this in the video. I already know it. This shit is going to get cut out. All right, so this is 18 key, right? So with XX cut out, yeah, that is a long cut right there too. Okay, so 453 to 535. Yeah, so this is for the 18 key. Damn. I don't remember Baby doing that. Okay, so then we cut on over to 1127 to 1135. 1137. No, I'm tripping. Not 1137, 1135. 1127 to 1135. Oh my god. 1127, and it cuts right here. Okay. I would be surprised, and it stops right there. I would be surprised if I do not get strike there. Okay. Editing dev, if for whatever reason that makes it past YouTube, which I do not think that's gonna make it past YouTube. Okay, so it's 15 minutes in the video. If that makes it past YouTube, I don't even know what to say. That'd be surprising. Okay, his what's that? His interest animation. Wow, there's a lot of GT clips, bro. I'm gonna have to cut out so much of this video if it does get striked. Oh my god. So, all right. Okay, so his interest animation. He has the video right here for what his interest animation stuff would look like. Let me keep that pause for a second. Okay, let's read his passive first, and then we'll get to that. To what his interest animation as well as his nullification and counter animation would look like. He has a nullification and counter, by the way. Okay. All right. So his passive, Chalice of a Journey, abducted. His plays his interest animation, of course, when there's another GT bosses or corroded body and mind or inhuman deeds category ally on the team besides his character in formation once only. So it should be pretty easy. And he creates new plant domain for 4 turns, and he guards for the first 7 turns with a 30% chance of doing 2 additional supers. Okay, so he has a strong interest animation buff, being able to create a domain that gives him guard for the first 7 turns and 2 additional super attack chances, that being a 30% chance. Good. All right. So he also gets 197% attack and defense at the start of turn with a 21% chance to dodge. Okay. I would like to assume that his from both his super attack effects, he's going to be able to get that dodge chance built on top of it, is he? He should be. Well, not to allies. He gets it for himself on his no. Yeah, no, that's for himself. Yeah, on his 18 key, he gives a dodge chance to allies. Yeah. I gotta read the little notes at the end to go ahead and clarify it all. But anyways, 66% attack and defense when performing a super attack per super attack performed. Okay. And 197% attack and defense when performing an 18 key super attack. Alright, so we do have a bunch of stats. Always good, considering that his attack stat and defensive stat are looking moderately high. He also gets 19% attack per attack received for the rest of the battle. Wow, that's very strong. So he's going to be doing crazy amounts of damage to the enemy the longer the fight goes on. And he also gets an additional 19% chance to dodge per super attack. Per attack received for the rest of the battle. No, for the rest of the turn. I was about to... That would have been nutty. And he also gets 20% defense and minus 21% damage reduction per attack evaded within a turn, and he has a 50% chance of nullifying enemy super attacks and countering with ultimate damage and disables enemy guard. And he gets 19% defense per attack performed for the rest of the battle. Wow. So he's just infinitely building up defense and infinitely building up attack. Infinitely building up attack while just taking attacks. He has to receive attacks to build up his attack. And he builds up defense infinitely with each attack performed for the rest of the battle. So this, in and of itself, this is very powerful. Yeah. Per attack dodged. Now, granted, he only has this 21% chance to dodge right over here, as well as this 19% chance to dodge right over here. Per attack received. That's interesting. So he builds up dodge chance within the same turn when receiving attacks until he gets to the point where he can start dodging those attacks. And when he dodges those attacks, he gets an additional 20% defense and 21% damage reduction per attack evaded. So he's building up damage reduction and dodge. So while you're building up dodge and you're pretty much untouchable within that turn, he builds up damage reduction when he starts dodging. I do like that design. And he's also guarding. So he has all three defensive mechanics built into him: guard, damage reduction, and dodge. I like the way he's built for sure. And of course, he has 2 additional super attack chances built into his little domain. What do you even call it? Like the little interest animation domain buff sort of thing. He also has attack and defensive buff from his passive to his 18 key super attack effect, technically. This card is pretty busted. Pretty busted in its base. Yeah. Because for starters, you have guard for the first 7 turns. You have, what's that's up to? I think that's a 40% chance to dodge. And it's a 40% chance to dodge. You just have that as base. And then you get that 19% chance to dodge per attack received. Yeah, because you take that one attack and it goes from 21% to 40%. And then so on and so forth until you start dodging and you build up damage reduction the same turn. Strong design. Very strong design. And you're also stacking defense, I like to assume, in his 18 key. Yeah, this card is a crazy strong design. Because you're also stacking attack and defense in his passive by just taking attacks of him, of course, building up his attack and building up defense with each attack he performs. And he'll be able to build up defense rather quickly considering the fact that he's getting additional super attack chances regardless. Which you do have to get lucky for that to proc, but even if then you do get lucky and he's building up 19% defense plus like times 3. Yeah. Strong base. Strong base. And he does have enough stats to back it up too. 197% attack and defense right over here. 66% attack and defense performing a super attack right over here. Per super attack performed, if he gets multiple... That'd be so nasty. If he's getting multiple 66% attack and defense build-ups each time he performs within the same turn, that's just disgusting. 197% attack and defense right over here. He's building up 19% attack when he takes attacks for the rest of the battle, as well as 19% defense with each attack performed in the battle. 20% defense for each time he dodges, and a 19% chance to dodge each time he takes attacks. He also, of course, has the nullification and countering the 2, as well as disabling enemy guard. But disabling enemy guard is pretty much worthless. Strong passive and strong super attack effects, I would say. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say here. The only thing he's really missing is defense on super for his 12 key, but he doesn't really need it considering the fact that his passive is ridiculous. This is a ridiculous passive. Anyways, let me go ahead and see what this is looking like. I think... Yeah, this is the video. So 25 to 48 and 125 to 208 is this interest animation. So that's a long interest animation. Yeah, that is a long interest animation. So 25 to 48. Yo, this video is definitely getting copyrighted. Okay, let's see. With a little chalice. Yeah, this is not Dragon Ball Heroes. What was I even thinking? I haven't seen GT in so long. Bro. Okay. Yeah, it's 25 to 48. With him just dropping it down. Okay. And it's 125 to 208, bro. Yeah, this shit right here. This shit here is definitely getting copyrighted. I mean, it does look cool. I'm not gonna act like it doesn't. I love GT. But you guys might not even be able to see this. I'm still gonna try to see if I can get by. I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. I wonder if there's more. I wonder if there's more like little videos for this. There probably is. I mean, but he has to put the videos in there because it just like makes it more, how do you say, and that's for 208. That's his interest animation between both those two times. It makes it more, you know, lively, if that makes any sense. Like, you don't really need, it doesn't really need a video, but it definitely makes it more lively when you do add videos. But the problem is that Toei is a bit of a rockhead. So what's that? That is 213 to 217 would be the nullification. Slash counter. That's it? Really? No. It's right over here. 213 to 217. Should be right over here. Yeah. So that'd be it. Okay. Anyways, let's move on over to the domain. Wait, so the domain, the domain was already there. Yeah, the domain was already there. For 4 turns, yeah. He creates the domain. He makes another domain? What? Okay. I mean, I think we've already seen this though. For his little domain. He has a little golden grade 8 too that we could take a look at also. Anyways, see the little domain. So activates when there is another GT boss's corroded body of mind or inhuman deeds category ally on the team besides his character in the formation on character's entry turn. So pretty much it's within his interest animation buff. Superclass enemies and allies take an increased 19% damage. So of course he's going to be doing more damage to those superclass enemies. And he gives extreme class enemies and allies what's that, a 19% chance to dodge and 19% attack and defense, so stats and of course dodge chance. It's pretty crazy because in the fact he's giving dodge chance inside of his super attack effect for his 18 key to extreme class allies, so that is something I needed to point out. And he gives extreme class enemies and allies nullify attacks that are guaranteed to hit, making it possible to evade these attacks. Enemies and allies can nullify attacks that are guaranteed to hit, making it possible to evade these attacks. Interesting. And he gives GT bosses corroded body and mind or inhuman deeds category enemies and allies 21% damage reduction. And this is what the domain would look like. Oh no, that's the active animation, excuse me. I thought that was a little domain thing, but we pretty much saw what it would look like for the video. But anyways, turns into golden grade 8 for 2 to 4 turns. Can be active when HP is 88% or below starting from the 4th turn from entry or at any time when there is a Pure Saiyan, Hybrid Saiyan, or Accelerated Battle category enemy or a super class enemy. So you're more than likely to definitely get the Pure Saiyan / Hybrid Saiyan. Well, maybe all these and what today's meta is looking like, right? All right, let's see what the little golden giant ape is. Oh, it's just from fighters. Yeah, so that's pretty much right here. This is level 3, right? It's level 3. Yeah. Yeah, we love fighters. So that would be what his his active skill transformation like for 2 to 4 turns. Okay, so Super Baby 2 Golden Grade 8 mode. This but animated with the Galley gun intensifying and electricity flying out. If you do end up watching the super animations, I apologize in advance for the strobing colors on the 12 key animation. It was the only one I could find on YouTube. Alright. Strobing doesn't bother me, but I'm going to go ahead and put a little strobe alert. I'm not sure if it's going to get copyrighted or not, but just for the sake, anyone who's hypersensitive to epilepsy, there's going to be a warning on screen. I see it says 27 minutes. I'll remember that when I'm editing. But anyways, his new 12 key. It will be a Ki Blast Super, the Flaming Death Ball. He gains 50% attack temporarily, and he does destructive damage to all enemies, so it's AoE with a 30% chance to stun, and he has a 30% chance to raise Extreme Class Allies attack by 15% for 1 turn. So stun chance, AoE, destructive damage, 50% attack for 1 turn, as well as him having a chance to give support. I mean, the chance to give support, not all the craziest because it's not something you can rely on, but stun chance, cool. Granted, you're going up against a specific boss who could, but there's not many strong bosses that you can stun. I mean, i.e. Cell Max, but that's just the first one that comes to mind. AoE destructive damage. Destructive damage, not really the craziest. I mean, on an LR, you're not really going to be linking it because pretty much it's just going to be this guy, right? For the entire turn. This is a giant form. Yeah, it's a giant form, no? For 2 to 4 turns. But anyways, his 18 key, combo slash other, it's a great ape assault. Master raise attack temporarily, so 100% attack temporarily while doing destructive damage to the enemy, so it's not AoE, while having a 30% chance to seal, not really the craziest, with a 50% chance to crit. Crit is cool, but I mean, the 30% chance to seal is not all the crazy. I mean, the crit on a giant form, it could help in some situations, no? While lowering attacks. Lowering attack, useful. This chance to seal is not all that great. Destructive damage, not really crazy. It's multiply, obviously, because it's a giant form, so you can't really go too crazy on it. 100% attack temporarily could definitely help with a destructive damage multiplier, but yeah, there's that. Anyways, let's see the little flaming death ball. If you guys didn't see the epilepsy warning, please click off now. If you're listening, it was already warned to us. Click off now if you are click off now, not click off. Click off or skip ahead if you're hypersensitive to colors and such. Quality is terrible. Holy. To be fair though, it was posted 8 years ago. Yeah. That's the 12 key. And the 18 key. Let's see what we got here. Just level 3. Again for fighters. Into a Yali gun, right? Yes, sir. You know about this. Damn, just had to be perfect. On GT Goku at that way. Let's see it. Yeah. So, pass is probably going to be crazy. Okay, so Rampage of Mockery, 666% attack, but minus 66% attack with each charge phase pass, no more than 264%. Okay, let me do some quick math. What is 666 minus 264? Because I can't do that mental math in my head. So yeah, it's 402% attack after he loses all this attack when he progresses through the phases. So 666% attack, but once you progress through the phases and lose that 264% attack, it then drops down to 402% attack. He's also effective against all types, and he's also a Rainbow Orb Changer that gets Keep or Key Sphere obtained for regular Key Spheres, and he gets 1 Keep Rainbow Key Sphere obtained. So if you get Rainbow Key Spheres and regular Key Spheres, that's up to 2 Keep or Key Sphere obtained. And he also performs an additional attack that has a 30% chance to become a super attack per Rainbow Key Sphere obtained. So if you get the little god luck and get those 5 rainbow orbs, you're just running multiple rainbow orb changers, then he can do up to 5+ supers from his passive, because he gets up to 5+ supers from 5 rainbow orbs. So additional super attack chance for rainbow keys are obtained. Cool. Up to 2 keeper keys are obtained, grants in the right position. He's also a rainbow orb changer, while also being effective against all types and having up to 666% attack. Damage. Yes, he can pretty much blow the boss completely out of the water. I mean, he does have that crit chance from his 18 key. And then, of course, if he does those multiple supers, I guess this could be reliable with him having that 30% chance to raise a stream class ally's attack by 15% for 1 turn, because he could do up to 5+ supers in his passive. 7 supers really in total, because he does his first super. You get lucky, like miraculously lucky, and he'll have up to 6 supers, and he'll do his 7th super from his percentage system. But really, you gotta be insanely lucky. Like, you at most probably get like 3 or 4 supers. 4 if you're like, you know, modestly lucky. To be modest. Giant form, transformation boost, artificial life forms, terrifying conquerors, target Goku, final trump card, revenge, inhuman deeds, giant ape power, space traveling warriors, corroded body and mind, and GT boss, as well as battle of fate and power wishes are all his categories. And here we are at the legend. So number 1, yes, he does stack. Okay, so he does stack in his 18 keys. So yes, that does make him better. His base is crazy strong. He has a super strong base. His leader skill's kind of whack, if I'm being honest. He has a whack leader skill, personally speaking. Super attack effects for his base, good. Passive, strong. Domain, good. I would also say, what else? His golden giant ape, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably better than I'm giving it credit for. Probably better than I'm giving credit for, because of course it's in a giant ape, so you're not going to be taking damage. He's going to be doing globs of damage. Keeper keys are obtained for both regular keys and rainbow keys. He's a rainbow orb changer. Yeah, his giant form's looking solid. Yeah, I would say so. So yes, he does stack, so that definitely makes him much more stronger, considering the fact that he takes hits, he builds up attack, and he does attacks and builds up defense for the rest of the battle. That's very strong, considering the fact that he's stacking inside of his 18 key while also supporting in both of his 12 and 18 key super attack effects. Strong, just crazy strong. And yes, the support effect is for all 4 turns, so that's good. The 30% chance to perform additional super is specifically tied to the second super attack. So 1 additional super is guaranteed. Both of the additional supers are tied to the intro, but are for the rest of the battle. Okay. That's good. Yeah, the 30% chance to perform additional super attack is specifically tied to the second super. So 1 additional super is guaranteed. That's good. That is good, for sure. So he'll have a chance to get that support buff. And the 66% is cumulative per super attack performed within the turn. The 18 key super attack is not counted towards this. 3 12 key supers would be 198% on super. So it's only for 12 key supers. Okay. So if you do multiple 12 key supers, that does stack. Okay, so it does stack. That's very good. Very strong. That just makes his base form much more stronger. So number 4. Whenever this card performs a super attack counter, they nullify any type advantage the enemy had for the rest of the turn. So allies can attack for type neutral as well. Whoa. Okay, I might be wrong then. A disable enemy guard might be... I don't know. I think that's what exactly he meant. Nullify any type advantage. Yeah, that's... Wow. That definitely helps out the turn. And considering that this baby is a strong support. Yeah. Okay. And then for number 5, a 40% chance for 2 turns of giant form. No, that's a 40%. Yeah, a 40% chance of 2 turns of giant form, and a 40% chance for 3 turns of giant form, and a 20% chance of 4 turns of giant form. Okay. And for number 6, yes, you can activate the giant ape while the domain is up for big number damage. That's... Wow, okay, so where's number 6? And it's all the way up? Yeah. Yeah, so you can do some crazy... Let me go over here. Yeah, while the domain's up, yeah, that's good. Wow. So you can probably do some ridiculous damage. Yeah, okay, so the Giant Ape is very good then. Yeah. This card is strong. I mean, what can I say? This will effectively build up slash stack for when you exit Giant form, or Giant mode. Making the next attacking rotation for this card hella strong. So we're 7. 7 is right over here. Yeah, okay. And then for 8, basically you lose attack power the more turns you stay in giant form or giant mode. I keep saying giant form, but it's pretty much the same thing. I wanted to write turns at first, but I remember that giant slash raid modes don't operate on turns. Also, yes, the attack decrease does not start on his first turn slash his charge slash turn like LR Golden Frieza. Damn, okay. And as you guys know, it gets lowered down to 402%. So, Gaming Shrimp, W card. Wow, 36 minutes recording. This might be chopped down a bit, considering we did show a lot. We showed a lot of clips from the actual anime. And, well, from fighters and such. But, any complaints I have about this card? Any positives? I mean, I've already said every positive. I mean, strong super attack effects. Passives looks very strong. Links are solid. Big bad bosses, GT. The links you would see for baby units. Domain is quite good. The Giant Ape is, as we expect, would be doing damage and walling off enemy attacks. I would say overall strong card. Overall strong card. I don't really have much to complain about. I really don't. Yeah. Great card. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. You guys are the best. Send me custom cards over to bhdevcustomcards@gmail.com so I get to your custom card in the near future. I'm getting all these older custom cards out the way. Guys, today I will be... Man, I should have done this like when I said I was going to do it. But for some reason, I couldn't find a tier list like of every Dokkan card, which, I mean, who has the time to create a tier list for every Dokkan card, right? I think they did it for every relevant Dokkan card. I'm going to be separating every card I did a unit review on from every card I didn't do a unit review on because, man, I got to get back to it. I do. I said I was going to get back to it. And yes, don't worry. I see your comments about unit reviews. For those who are asking about it, We're going to continue those. I just been caught off, like, track. I got to get back on track, and I got to separate them all. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. You guys are the best. I'll catch you guys next time. I love you all. Peace.